Good evening. Tonight I would like to share with you the professional learning community, or PLC work, that the Hillsborough Township Public Schools K-12 Mathematics Department has started. In order to put our work into perspective, it is important for me to provide a brief overview of professional learning communities. A professional learning community is a team of educators who are committed to working collaboratively in ongoing and collective inquiry to achieve better results for the students they serve. In 2003, Robert Marzano completed a meta-analysis of educational research conducted over the past 35 years. The findings of these studies agree that highly effective schools are able to almost completely overcome the effects of student backgrounds. Professional learning communities are a powerful tool for meeting the learning needs of every student. Establishing and maintaining professional learning communities should become a standard operating procedure rather than an initiative that is here today and gone in 2 years. Teams develop a shared mission, vision, values, and goals. They focus on student learning by researching and implementing best practice in the classroom. Teams take action and experiment to find the most effective strategies to help each child learn. Job-embedded professional development helps students learn but also helps teachers improve their instruction. All actions taken and decisions made by the team are based on results and improving those results. This is data-driven decision-making at its best. There are 3 big ideas of professional learning communities. The main focus of PLC is learning. Consequently, the team must examine the impact of all practices on learning. In addition, PLCs hold rigorous expectations and high standards of learning for all students. Teams focus on the following critical questions about learning. What is it we want students to learn? How will we know when they have learned it? How will we respond when they don't learn? And how will we respond when they already know it? Teams create a collaborative culture by developing a systematic process by which they work interdependently to analyze and impact professional practice with the goal of improving their individual and collective results. PLCs focus on results rather than intentions by identifying students who need more time and support for learning, as well as those students who need additional challenges. Teachers also identify strategies that will improve their individual as well as collective ability to teach each essential skill and concept. Intertwined in all 3 big ideas is the professional development teachers need to most effectively meet the needs of individual students. While the overarching goal of PLC work is not to improve test scores, it is a natural byproduct of the process. PLC work is an invaluable tool in meeting the needs of all our students, including those students in subgroups that do not always make adequate yearly progress on state tests. Over the course of the next 2 years, the Hillsborough Township Public Schools K-12 Mathematics Department will be working toward these goals. Creating a focus on student learning while answering and operationalizing the critical questions about learning. Evaluating individual teacher and departmental policies in light of this focus on learning. Redefining and expanding the common benchmark assessments that we now have at every level to not only evaluate student learning, but also to inform and drive instruction. I began PLC work at Hillsborough Middle School in the spring of 2009 when I asked the mathematics faculty to consider making PLC work their personal growth plan and their committee work for the school year. In turn, I agreed to use their monthly department meetings for PLC work and professional development focused on doing this work. The topics that might otherwise be discussed at department meetings are now put in writing on the agenda or in a memo. This system allows us to integrate our contractual obligations and goals under one focus. To date, the Hillsborough Middle School Mathematics Department has had professional development on professional learning communities and PLC work. Each team has created operating guidelines and each team has begun to examine policies in light of the focus on student learning. At the beginning of the process, I created some of the assignments, but the teams are beginning to work autonomously. At the elementary level, I sought out the second grade team of teachers at Hillsborough Elementary School to ask them to dedicate their committee work to planning for the differentiation of instruction, implementing those ideas, and evaluating the results. They are also working on ways to incorporate flexible grouping across classes. The sixth grade mathematics teachers at Eris are in the process of forming a PLC to evaluate and revise the common unit assessments they created last year. Hillsborough High School is in the second year of having course-specific committees devoted to sharing ideas and challenges and discussing ways to most effectively meet the needs of students. While teachers have been doing many aspects of PLC work for years without calling it a professional learning community, the goal is to provide a common focus and common vocabulary to move teachers toward a focus on student learning as their everyday way of doing business. To support the work already being done K-12 in mathematics and to set the stage for the future formalization of professional learning community work, I planned and focused the professional development for those K-12 teachers who solely teach mathematics for the November Teaching and Learning Institute. These teachers received professional development on professional learning communities, formative assessment, questioning, and how PLC work supports state initiatives, requirements, and assessments. Fostering PLC work and creating a focus on professional learning communities is very important. Kim Feltry, District Supervisor of Science, and I are working on ideas to bring PLC professional development to as many teachers as possible in varying venues. To this end, we are offering a continuing education course to K-12 teachers this winter and spring. Kim and I are also discussing ideas for including teachers across content areas in the Summer Science Institute. The district and high school supervisors submitted a Hillsborough Education Foundation grant to provide professional development to high school teachers on differentiating instruction. If awarded, the grant will allow us to offer a summer institute on differentiating instruction to interested high school teachers. While the Hillsborough Township Public Schools K-12 Mathematics Department is at the beginning of the PLC journey, it is my goal that in the next 2 to 3 years we will have fully functioning teams at every level in every school. I leave you this evening with my favorite question: who is doing the thinking? If the focus is on learning, the students are doing the thinking. Thank you for your time and attention this evening.